Check, 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 check. Woo! All right. We are live. I think. I hope. I hate this camera. It's glitching out on me. But I love this camera because it's way better than my old camera. I don't know what's going on. I think it's maybe USB power issue. I don't know. I got to figure it out. It's popped up in a couple of my videos, and it's a little irritating. Cool. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me move this over here. Oh, God. Not sponsored. All right, cool. What is going on, everybody? And welcome to the I Challenge You to Sound Design This Clip number 6. We've done this 6 times. I love it. And I love all of you every single time, except challenge number 4. You guys have submitted some amazing stuff, and so we're going to be going over that today. And I was way less prepared than I should have been. So let's see here. So for those of you who are here, there is a link to my Discord in the description below, and so it's 3 p.m. Eastern time, and at 4:30 Eastern, I am going to be doing my first ever movie night, even though it's technically afternoon. So if you're not part of the Discord channel, which looks like most everybody that's here is Vid Works, I'm looking at you. Are you in my Discord? Maybe you are, and I apologize. We're going to be checking out a really cool documentary that I found on cinematic sound design. So you can hop into the Discord. That'll be at 4:30, and we'll just be watching that movie together. And I've got a chat channel set up so we can kind of talk about it. You don't have to join. You can join. I'm going to watch it either way. So that being said, let's check out these submissions. So I actually got 6 of them this time. I got 5 the last time, and I'm really excited to jump into these. So the way the format's going to work, I'm going to play it once all the way through, and then I'll go back and kind of pause in some certain spots and give my feedback, and yeah, we'll go from there. You guys are more than welcome to chime in. Let me know what you thought, and it's all good. Audio Dread. Got to keep working. I understand. Huge shout out to Audio Dread. If you guys haven't watched the duel between him and I, highly recommend checking out at least the first part. The second part, he knows. We both kind of struggled with that second part, but it's a good time. You should go check it out. Go check out his channel, Audio Dread. And you know what? I'm just gonna go in alphabetical order. And Audio Dread, since you're here, your name pops up first in the alphabet. We're gonna talk about the second part. No, it was rough, man. I'm not used to Audacity at all. So that is, you are the king of the mountain when it comes to Audacity. All right, so let's pull up this first one. Pause. So the first one does come from Audio Dread, and we're like I said, we're gonna go through it, start to finish, and then I'll go back and kind of talk about it. So hopefully you guys can hear this, and let's get started. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. Thank you. I appreciate you. Now my screens are all messed up because I'm throwing everything away. There, that's better. Yay, live stuff. This is why I record all my videos. So, again, from the top. Nice. All right. So, if I'm not mistaken, you did that all with your phone again, like you did challenge number 5. With the exception of, what, 1 or 2 sounds, I think it was. I don't remember. You were so on the ball with getting this one done that I don't remember what your description was. But, alright, let's go check this out step by step. The welding sound was from Free Sounds. Okay. Cool. So I absolutely love this factory ambience. So little backstory about me. Before I got into audio design, factory is all I did. I've worked in so many different factories, forklift drivers, press operators. I've done it all. And this sounds pretty accurate. I love these flybys. And I'll be completely honest, this backwards camera motion makes me motion sick every single time. Awesome volume panning. More great flybys. It sounded like there was a little bit of clipping in this crash. But I do like that you can kind of, like, the volume panning coming up as we come up on the truck. Such great work. And the fact that you do everything in Audacity, I really don't have too many bad things to say about this one, other than the clipping there at the end. It's fantastic, and with your phone, like I want to see your recording process of what you record with your phone to mix all this stuff together, because I'm thoroughly interested. So yeah, like I said, I really don't have too many bad things to say about this. There was a repetitive sound through here. The welding. I would have liked to have heard a little bit of variation on the welding sounds. But other than that, great work, my friend. Yeah, I think, and Audio Dread, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like he does everything in Audacity, but all his video stuff is, he uses Premiere. I really want to know what you use. I know Audacity is your thing, and I know that it doesn't run video. Give us a little insight on that, man. How are you doing that? We're waiting. Also, I apologize if you can hear my cat out in the hallway. He's a little lonely. Because I know he doesn't run Pro Tools or Reaper. That's all good. So we're all kind of wondering how you do your audio to video, since Audacity is what you use. My cat is so needy. I don't know if you guys can hear him, but if you can't, then I'm a little surprised. All right, so we'll give him time to explain himself. And we are going to jump into this next one from Karthik. This was a name that I haven't seen pop up in any of my other challenges. And he did message me in the comments section and asked me if he could use these challenges as part of his portfolio. And yes, absolutely yes. That is why I do them. So, you know, like I've said in some of my other videos, you know, I do audio and video in separate programs and use frame counting to determine the timing and then translate it into Audacity. That sounds like a pain in the butt. Absolutely sounds like a pain in the butt. So you guys are more than welcome to use any of these challenges in your portfolios. Like, no permission needed. Please go use them. That is what they're for. I've seen so many different portfolios that like I've said it before, mine included, uses the game Limbo as one of the sound designs. And I have to imagine that anybody who is looking at your portfolio goes, yeah, I've seen this before. Next. And so because not that many people do these challenges, you know, it kind of gives a little different perspective into what you guys are doing. So Karthik, let's check this one out. All right. So the ambience was a little quiet for my taste. And this scene switch here, I would have liked. It sounds like the ambience kind of cuts off a little bit. I would have liked to have heard some of that blend through, especially in this camera angle. We're looking at a lot of the heavy machinery. And then when the camera switches, we're actually closer to all that machinery. Some good audio panning on, or volume panning, rather. The takeoff of the truck was good. Probably could have brought that down just a hair. And these crashes, they sound great. They sound a little compressed. The revving of the truck was louder than the crash. And I don't feel like realistically that would be the case. Especially, I mean, if we're mangling the whole front end of this truck. Quality-wise, great quality. The lead up before the crash, I would have liked a couple more layers. But overall, great job. Moving along, we have Mr. Hanna-Barbera, Miles Moss. If you guys aren't familiar with Miles Moss, he posts a lot of the sounds from the Hanna-Barbera public domain library, and uses a lot of those sounds in his creation. So let's go ahead and check out Miles Moss. So definitely can tell there's some cartoon elements in there. So the factory noise isn't bad. It sounds very syncopated. It's almost percussive. Would have liked a little bit more variation in there. Yes, for sure. And like I said in the I Challenge You #5 review, when he did the DeLorean challenge, a lot of those were Hanna-Barbera sounds as well. And I'm so sorry. 1 second. My cat is going crazy. I will be right back. Come on, buddy. Poor thing. Are you coming to say hi to everybody? All right, so when he did all of the sounds for the DeLorean challenge, I had mentioned, like, had I not known that he does, like, had I not known that, like, the Hanna-Barbera stuff was his thing, it wouldn't have worked. But knowing that that is his thematic kind of signature, it does make it 10 times better, and it gives a good laugh, and it is really great. So like I said, this ambience is kind of syncopated, which I would have liked to have heard a little bit of variation on. Reverb's a little heavy. No? It's not heavy? You like the reverb? These sound like mouth noises, and it cracks me up. I love it so much. It just sounds like somebody on the microphone going. And this ending. It's so fantastic. So again, another backstory. My wife works at Universal Studios, and so we go quite a bit through, like, the Seuss, Dr. Seuss land, and this reminds me so much of that. It shouldn't work, and it does, and I love every single one of them because it brings joy to my heart to hear these cartoony sounds in something that's just not cartoony. So great work. The next one in alphabetical order, and a new member of my Discord, the oldest Millennial. And before I even show the video, Miles, you're here. Thank you so much. So Oldest Millennial had posted these in my Discord channel. And this just made me so excited that they did a whole Foley session for the crash. Also not sponsored. So I was super excited when I saw those pop up in the Discord. So let's go ahead and check out the video from Oldest Millennial. All right. And apparently, free plug. So yeah, go check out Oldest Millennials sounds on freesound.org. Let's run this back. So the ambience. I love the falling rebarb. I feel like the ambience could have been a little louder. These flybys, depending on what device you guys are watching this on, you may not be able to hear them. They are fairly low in frequency. They probably could have added a little bit higher frequency range in there. Not too much, you know, because they are just buys. I love the tone change. Like, kind of as we fly through this area, we're in a whole nother section of the factory, and tonally you can hear that. So I really appreciate that. And these crashes, they're fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I love that all three of them are different. Yeah, that tone change is really cinematic. My dude, I know that you want to cuddle, but I'm a little busy right now. We'll cuddle later, okay? Sorry. Yeah, I love the fact that all three of these crashes were different. The first and third, I heard some similar elements, but they were still different. God, that's so good. I've absolutely nothing bad to say about that. The only bad thing is I would have liked more ambience in this part. That's it. I really wish you would have recorded that Foley session though, because I would like to have seen it. I have a glass breaking Foley session planned for a video. I've actually been collecting pieces of glass since I started my channel, because that is going to be the 1,000 subscriber video. Is a huge, just glass shattering compilation. So if you're not subscribed, you should do so. All right, so this next one I actually found today. I haven't even watched it. I did one last minute kind of check, and this one came in right under the wire from Victor, and I downloaded it. I haven't even watched it yet. So we're going to watch. This is the only one out of all of them that I haven't watched. So we're going to watch this together. Okay. I'm going to watch it one more time because, like I said, I haven't seen this one yet. And let me know what you guys think of this one. Okay. So, since we started out with ambience on all the others, let's... Ambience isn't bad. It seems a little empty. And I do agree, the welding sound is really good. There was one robot sound here that did kind of stick out a little bit to me. And even though the camera's kind of moving forward, it sounds like we're still hearing that one robot sound. So, you know, the sound doesn't sound like it's really following the camera. If the camera was staying in one place, the quality of the sounds is great. But I would have liked to have heard a little bit of the movement here. I do hear the ambience from this section kind of fade out right before the truck starts. I think that fade out could have been just a little bit sooner. That crash. You guys are all killing it on these crashes. It is a little empty. I would have liked to have heard a little bit more dynamic range. But overall, not bad. I love the glass shattering in there. There is a nice separation between some of the metal crunching and the glass. I think a couple more low-end layers, and it would have been absolutely perfect. So, that brings us to our last one. The glass is on point. And that is from our friend over at Vid Works. If you haven't checked out Vid Works channel, I do highly recommend that one as well. Right. Another fantastic work. Let me just say, I appreciate every time you guys do these, because I love seeing everybody's version, because they're always so different. It's just amazing to see how many different takes that are on the exact same video. Um, it sounds like a stamping press that's happening here. I know it sounds repetitive. I have ran a stamping press, and that's exactly what it sounds like. It's just repetitive in your head all day. I can't tell you how many songs I have written to the tempo of the machine that I was running while I was at work. I would have liked to have heard just a little bit of change in the ambience with the camera change. I love the variation in the welders. The volume panning, very nice. The engine sound, where did you get that engine sound from? It sounds like a diesel, but also kind of sounds a little sci-fi. Like a sci-fi diesel, I guess, if that's a thing. Timing could have been just a little bit sooner on that. Because we see the truck moving first, and then we hear the sound. Very, very cool. I love the low end. A Tesla diesel. If BMW and Tesla got together and made a car. I like it sounds like there were two different crashes. The first and the third did sound like the same crash, which I mean is fine because it is the same crash. I do like the change for the second one. I would have liked to have heard just a little bit more high end. But the low end is really phenomenal. And again, another fantastic work. But also, I didn't stretch this out at all. So we have flown through all 6 of these. You record all your own samples. What you use to create the engine sound. It's really cool. Yeah. What did you use for the engine sound? Since we've flown through all 6 of these videos, let's chat for sure. And definitely, since we've got about an hour left, it's a modified blender. Nice. Very cool. I always love finding just sounds in unexpected places are just my favorite. But we have so much time left. I've got about an hour before I start the documentary viewing over on my Discord. So like I said, if you guys aren't part of the Discord, there is a link in the description below. Please go check that out. Yeah, Audio Dread, you have this thing, man, where, and we had kind of talked about it when we did our challenge. He will go to freesound.org and he just hits the pick a random button or pick a random sound button. And then whatever it spits at him, he turns it into creepy sounds. And he's just so darn good at it. But before we end things here, Is there anything you guys want to talk about? I'm down to talk about anything audio related. Or I guess not audio related. It doesn't matter. Let's just hang out for a little bit. Yeah, listen, I cannot do Audacity. I tried, I failed, and I need to get better at it, because there's a lot of people look at Audacity as the Walmart version of DAWs, and that's not the case. There are so many just phenomenal things that Audacity can do, and it's really about the right tool for the job. Now, I personally, I'll use Audacity if I need to make quick edits, or if I want to use the Paul Stretch feature. I've not found a single other plugin or DAW that can do what the Paul Stretch does. How is the video going to work with the Discord chat? So in my Discord, let me pull it up here. I have a voice chat channel that everybody can join. It's called The Theater. As of right now, I'm the only one who has permission to stream videos. So you guys can join the Theater channel. And then I have the movie night chat where we can all talk about it. When you switch channels from the Theater to the movie night channel, or the movie night chat channel, it actually pops out the streaming video so that you guys can still watch the documentary. I believe it's called Making Waves. So that way we can all talk in the movie chat channel, and then we can still watch the video. Use Reaper and Audacity I use only for some things it can do. Yeah. I've been playing around in Reaper. I haven't done any videos on it yet because I still need to learn it, for lack of a better term. When I started getting into audio, I got started with a program called Cool Edit Pro, which it was Cool Edit Pro, and then it turned into Cool Edit Pro 2, and then it got bought by Adobe and is now Adobe Audition. So there's a lot of similarities, like the multi-tracking inside Adobe Audition has been a thing since the original Cool Edit. Would anyone be interested in seeing how I completed these challenges? Thinking about making a video like that if the community wants to see it. Yes, please. Absolutely. So if you guys aren't already subscribed to Audio Dread's channel, make sure you go do that as well. I will be posting all of these, a link to all of the submissions after the live stream in the description below. That way you guys can go check out each individual one and check out some other work that they may have done. Yeah, pull stretch rules in Audacity. Absolutely. Never been on Discord. Oh, that's cool. Didn't realize you could stream like that. Yeah, I just recently figured it out. So I've been kind of tossing around this movie night thing for a while. I do want to get into watching actual movies, but I have to do it on Discord because copyright things will get it pulled from YouTube. Any kind of how-to or my process videos are appreciated by noobs like me. They're appreciated by everybody. It doesn't matter. Like, I've been doing this for a while. And I still go through and look at processes, and I apologize. I see over here my video is glitching, and it's the USB thing I need to figure out. I love watching tutorials, and I love seeing other people's processes, because when it comes to editing audio, I found that there's no real one way to do things. Especially when it comes to sound design. Like, I've spent quite a bit of time talking with my hands. I spent quite a bit of time mixing music. Like that's how I got into audio. Was, I grew up playing in bands and mixing music. And there are things that when I was mixing music that you just did not do with your plugins. Like, take all the knobs and just crank them all the way up. And in sound design, that's the first thing that I do. Because I want to see what all of my plugins can do. Audio Dread and I have actually had a conversation where we will take plugins and try to make them do things they weren't meant to do. Which, if you guys didn't get a chance to see, I had a video a while back where in Pro Tools I used just the one click from the click track and just ran it through a bunch of different plugins. And I highly recommend doing that. Take a sliver of white noise or a click track or just a snare hit or something, and just run it through a bunch of different plugins. It's enough audio that it triggers the plugin, and then you also get a chance to see how, because especially in Pro Tools, your plugin chain sounds different depending on where your plugins are. So if I have a delay that goes into a distortion, it's going to sound very different than if I run a sound through a distortion and then a delay. And it's just a really cool exercise to do. Another really cool exercise is take a chunk of white noise, which is essentially all of the frequencies across the spectrum all being played at the exact same volume. And then play around with things like your EQ and sweep it across so you can kind of learn how to pull out or boost certain sounds. White noise is great for learning EQs, especially if you're just getting started out. Yes, I like in a standard analog rack of gear. Yeah, the order of the gear counts. Absolutely. I haven't played with analog gear it's probably been about 4 years now. Because when I was in college, we had some really great studio space to kind of learn all the different outboard gear. And well, I'm broke, so just digital in the box is what I have to work with. And outboard gear is so much more expensive, but it's so much cleaner. Because then I gotta worry about like it's all a digital signal, but there's just something about outboard audio. And the cool thing about outboard audio, like outboard gear, is even if I had two of the exact same rack units, regardless of what the plugin is, they sound different because when they're manufactured, like maybe one simple diode in rack unit A was a slightly different quality than the one in rack unit B. And as your current and your signal is going through there, it's getting affected differently. And that is something that you just absolutely cannot and will not get out of an in-the-box plugin. If I run a sound through, this compressor, and then I turn around and take that sound and run it through that compressor again, I'm getting the same sound. And outboard gear just really adds to the, lack of a better term, flavor of the sound. Hey, Aftertouch, welcome. Yes, we are still live. We have wrapped up all 6 of the reviews, but I do appreciate you stopping by. Let's see here. If you are available, I am doing a movie night here in about 45 minutes now over on my Discord channel, link in the description below. We're going to be watching a sound design documentary called Making Waves. It's a documentary on cinematic sound design. So if you're around, we'd love to have you. But with that being said, guys, I am going to go ahead and wrap up this live stream for now. I appreciate you guys so very much for not only stopping by, but for your submissions. I'm going to be working on the I challenge you to sound design this clip number 7. To be completely honest, I have no idea what I'm doing for it yet. So I'm open to suggestions. If you guys have any visual effects friends who would like to get some sound design done for their clips, send them my way. You can find my email address in the about section, or there's a fly in here. Gunshots. So I'm always down to work with VFX artists. More than happy to credit them in the videos. I've been thinking about being really selfish and trying to find somebody who will redo my logo for the beginning of my videos, and then offering you guys the chance to sound design my logo. But I gotta get somebody to make it because, well, I'm an audio guy and I'm terrible at visual effects. So if any of you are interested in redoing my logo, I'm absolutely down to have my logo redone as well. So again, that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Check out the Discord. It's in the description below. And until next time. Yeah. That's it. Go home. Take a shower. Drink a beer. I will talk to you guys later.